Shout out to Klay, man. Listen, we said this, man. Listen, shooter shoot, scorer score. You know what I'm saying? When you're a shooter, man, the first thing I heard a shooter say to me is, "I shoot that motherfucker, make a miss. I'm shooting it." So, you know, when you like that, man, and you got to believe that too. That's why, you know.
You know what though? I think Klay, he's starting to wrap his mind around coming off the bench and accepting that role.
New reality.
'Cause that's tough as a player who's been a starter your whole life. Yeah. Is you just making that adjustment. That's a whole adjustment mentally.
Coming off the bench, bro.
That's a whole, when you a starter your 10, 15 plus years and you got to come off the bench, that's a whole attitude, mental adjustment, getting ready before the game adjustment. And he's wrapped his mind around that.
He's embraced it.
He's embraced it. And that's why he's thriving. And I think with him coming off the bench, the Golden State Warriors just got deeper.
Facts. That quick.
That quick.
Because your second.
When you add Chris Paul to it.
What I'm saying is your second player coming off the bench can't guard Klay most of the time. Or you feel what I'm saying? Well, it ain't so traditional me guard you no more. It's matchup. But what I'm saying is Klay's now going against that team's second two guard. He's used to starting against the starter, right?
Yeah.
So now he's playing, coming off the bench again. I'm taking Klay in that matchup majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, most on the bench ain't even paying attention to the game. You gotta chase him. You know what I'm saying? I'm in dead ass.
The Golden State Warriors just became the highest IQ bench in the league.
Just by doing that.
But with him and Chris Paul.
What do you add to that? Oh yeah, that's right, because Chris Paul back.
Yeah, he back.
What's he look like though? And what's his window?
They don't need Chris Paul to just be solid. Just run the team, get them in their sets, get Klay going. You know, that's gonna be big. It's the IQ though. That you can't measure, you know, what a player brings IQ-wise, because that's a whole nother level of just understanding defense, understanding offense, understanding who to get going. That's big when it comes playoff time, and they're going to need that.
You playing Chris Paul for quarter?
It depends on how it's going. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be all out there. It depends on who the team is. Like if I'm playing OKC, all these young athletes, you don't want to have Chris Paul 35 plus, Klay 30 plus.
Fourth quarter though. These are your decision makers.
Yeah, but they older.
Fight over 6 minutes.
But
Fourth quarter?
They don't lack that same defensive intensity as older players as they once did.
IQ comes before all that.
Yeah,
so you're not working harder, you're working smart at this point, right?
Right, but you got to be able to defend.
Yeah, you do, and everything's switching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not traditional.
I like them at the end of the game. I do like all of them, especially like you said, like I said, IQ and decision making. But it just worries me how small they go and their ability to defend with all them out there at the end of the game.
And you talking about a small ball?
Small ball.
It's hard to guard that way.